Well, does it sound good now, player?
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, now we got that technical difficulty out of the way. I wonder, did they hit her in the introduction, though, or do we need to run it again, or are we good?
Hey, man, listen, it's a party. We can run it back as many times as we want to, dog.
I hear you. Well, let's run it back one more time.
Let's run it back,
Let's run it back one more time.
Dog.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to That'll Be $8, the podcast, a.k.a. the Black Awareness Rally podcast. You can be rocking with anybody else in the world right now, but you are here with us, and for that, we do appreciate you, man. Pledge alongside my main man, Big. And we welcome all of you guys to discussion for a special 50th edition of the That'll Be $8 podcast. So,
yeah, my bad, y'all. You know what I mean? All my levels was good on my little software, but appreciate y'all for coming through and letting us know what time it was. We here, dog. We 50 deep, dog.
No doubt about it.
You know what I'm
50
saying?
deep.
What's up, everybody? You know what I mean? Y'all hear the Arsenio Hall chant? Ooh. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that?
The dog pound.
Listen, y'all, man. Let's get this Black Awareness Rally over with, because I'm just real hyped, dog. Real hyped. I feel like I can go play basketball right now, dog. Might pull something,
I
but
hear you.
I'm be happy.
Don't hurt yourself.
You're right. I'm gonna get hurt, but it's gonna be worth it.
I hear you.
What we got? The big 5-0. You see it, Crystal? You know what I mean? What's up, Kashaya? Quanika? All right, let's go. Black Awareness Rally. We only got one. You know what I mean? So it could be one thing. One. Pledge ain't got one. I ain't got one. The show got one. You know what I'm saying? So, Black Awareness Rally moment brought to you by the incomparable McDowell's. You see they got another location in Zamunda?
We got a second location in Zamunda.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Brought to you by the wonderful folks that brought you the McFlurby. It ain't the McFlurry. You know what I mean?
They put the toppings on the bottom.
That's what I'm saying. McDonald's do theirs on the top. We put ours on the bottom, baby, because we been down. We stay down. You feel me? Let me see. I like my dog McDowell. You see, you let my boy get the management position. He on top of the menu now, bringing in the meatless burger options.
The plant-based, we keeping it real 2021 over here.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We won't discriminate. Everybody can get a plate. You know what I'm saying? Also, who I thought my dog wasn't going to make it. But my dog made it. And he brought that new fire. Sexual Chocolate and Mr. Randy Watson. Still out there doing it big, stomach and all. You know what I mean? Got the same tuxedo from 88. But my dog said he had to do it big. He had to come in. You know what I mean? He was like, look, y'all wasn't going to recognize me if I shaved my head and put on another suit. So I had to bring it back. And the whole band was in full effect. What's happening? You know what I mean? They're the title sponsors. You see what I'm saying? Y'all better respect the game or get left behind in Queens while the rest of us in Zamunda at the party. I mean, so I'm sorry. Go ahead. What is the only Black Awareness Rally moment we got for the week?
If we're only going to do one, I got to give it up to the NBA and the All-Star game.
Whoa, brother. Friday night. Only one thing happened in the entire universe. What was the only thing that happened in the entire universe? Coming to America.
The release of Coming to America.
Nothing else happened. What you?
Oh, so nothing else happened this week in the community?
No, ain't nothing else happened, dog.
Oh, okay.
Don't nothing else matter, dog. Wasn't no other kind of history made nowhere else, dog.
Well, there wasn't a Black Awareness Rally moment in the new movie, so we ain't gonna have one on these shows.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
There wasn't.
Yo, are you serious? See how you do that? My dog took over.
There wasn't
Joffrey Joffrey died, and my dog say my daughter gonna take over the kingdom, nigga. That's the Miss Black Awareness Rally pageant winner right there. No, she won. What are you talking about? We got a female taking over the kingdom of Zamunda, dog. That ain't big. First time ever in the history of the country, bruh. Nah, you ain't feeling that, dog. That ain't make you happy, dog.
No, I mean, I thought it was real. I thought that moment was, a real modern day twist on the movie.
That's what I'm saying, dog. That's
real modern day twist.
That's what happened when a brother with some sense take over. Prince Hakeem turned into King Hakeem, and he just go in there and handing out, you get equality, you get equality, you get equality. You see what I'm saying? Just social justice for everybody. You know what I mean? It's meritocracy right now. Nah, man, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just real hyped. Go ahead with the regular stuff. Sorry, y'all.
So we're actually doing the Black Awareness Fair. No worries. Yeah, I was going to give a shout out to the NBA. I mean, they are. This is their All-Star Weekend, the least hyped All-Star Weekend in the history of the NBA All-Star Weekend.
Because of what? Because of coming to America.
Get overshadowed.
Just overshadowed. What you think? I forgot all about the All-Star Weekend. I'm telling you, dog. I forgot all about it, dog. If you wouldn't have said nothing, I would have forgot, bro. I wouldn't have been watching nothing. I ain't seen it on the timeline. Only thing been on the timeline is the show, dog.
And it's in your city. That's the sad part about
it. Down the street? Literally down the street. I don't see nothing.
So LeBron is right down the street, and it don't even matter right now.
Listen, bro. Listen. But you got it. You go ahead.
No, I was going to say, man, they're doing a major emphasis on the HBCUs this weekend. Just some of the things that they're doing. They're donating more than $3 million to HBCUs through the All-Star Game this weekend. There's going to be music, content, storytelling, even artwork. The floor is going to be decorated in some of the HBCU themes or whatever. So I just think that's a major look from the NBA. That's close to the ground and really finding a way to highlight and contribute to HBCUs through this All-Star Game. And to kind of piggyback off of that, I'm pretty sure everybody saw the major thing that went on with FAMU and LeBron this week. That just kind of further cements just how lockstep and in partnership the NBA is with the community. So
right. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. That was pretty huge, man. I was kind of shocked because I saw the shoes, but I didn't put two and two together because he was rocking orange shoes with a gold jersey, so they did stand out. But that was huge. Shout out to him and Chris Paul for coming through with that. So huge shout out to them. Sports and entertainment for your boy. The movie, dog. That's all I got. I got the sequel, dog. I didn't see if it broke any records or anything, so I don't have any stats. But
yeah, I wonder if there's a way to keep like a gauge on how many streams it was because it's not at the theater. So I'm pretty sure there's a way to keep track of how many people actually tuned in to watch it through Amazon Prime.
Yeah, man, it's I enjoyed it, man, but we'll get into that in a minute. Who else you got? What else you got? You did all three of them? Because I think I did see something seriously, though, for Black Awareness Rally. There's quite a bit of stuff happening this week. I just got to remember all the stuff I saw.
For the missed Black Awareness pageant moment, I was going to shout out Miss Renee Montgomery, WNBA player. She actually stepped away from playing this year to focus on some social justice issues, especially after the George Floyd's death. However, it came out that in the purchase of the Atlanta Dream, that she is one of the part owners, and she will be heading the team as the team was bought away from Kelly Loeffler, the young lady that was the Georgia Senate. But the Atlanta Dream, Kelly was the owner of the Atlanta Dream, and it's been purchased by a new group, and Renee Montgomery is part of that group, and she's going to have, in addition to being an owner, she's going to have like a leadership role in the organization. So shout out to Renee Montgomery on that achievement to become one of the first former players in the WNBA to be a part of an ownership group of the team. And it's kind of crazy because when everything was going down, Renee tried to set up a meeting with
Leffler.
With Leffler, and she refused to meet with her. But now she owns her team, so that's bad.
You take the take the conservatives and go home and cry about that one. That's actually pretty funny. She tried to help you, but you refused to help. So, I mean, that's what you get. I actually saw something really epic this week. There was a Latin American, a Latina woman. She's from Colombia. I don't have her name. I was just trying to find it, but her story is really, 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 really interesting. And I know she's not an African American woman, but she is a woman of color, and her struggle is much like ours. And she's a young lady from, well, not a young lady. She's a woman from Colombia, the country of Colombia, moved over to America when she was in high school. And her mom and her were fleeing the country after her mom and dad got divorced. And, mom couldn't afford to do anything. She had stopped going to school to be an engineer, her mom, and got married. And then the marriage didn't work out. Then the dad left, and then they were hungry. Like, we talking, they had to split a single boiled egg for lunch some days. Like, that's how bad the financial affairs were. So they left, came to America. And when she came to America, she did high school, and she became a janitor at NASA. And 30 years later, we're talking this year, she became one of the directors. I'm trying to get the specific position, but she became the director of NASA after just going straight through as a janitor and working her way all the way up. So I want to pay respects to her. I also want to shout out one of the few times America got it right. She got in based on it being a meritocracy. So this is the time we saw it work. Somebody put the work in, got the education, was loyal, and the payoff is huge. So shouts out to that hard-working sister. And when I get her name, I will give it to you all.
No doubt.
All right, what you got? Well, who we got next?
We got a community moment. So I want to give a shout out to a gentleman by the name of Terrence Amen. He is the founder and CEO of 3U First. Mm-hmm. And Mr. Terrence is giving nonprofit and for-profit organizations an opportunity to build business plans and also get funding. That's what his organization is all about, because he sees the need that a lot of the nonprofits are the ones that are in the communities doing a lot of work, mm-hmm. but they don't have access to resources. And so through his organization, 3U First, he helps, with funding, he helps with business plans, and also helps with marketing, so nonprofits can continue to promote what they're doing to attract more people to their businesses. And he sees that nonprofits are play a critical role in the communities, that a lot of Black people live in. And so he wants to make sure that they have everything they need to continue to grow and thrive. So shout out to that brother and his organization, 3U First.
Wow. Big up. Diana Trujillo is her name. Diana Trujillo. She's our age, and she's the woman I was talking about that started from the bottom and worked her way up. So her official position is, let's see. Oh, she's a NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory engineer. Wow. That's really
sounds serious.
Name. Yeah, she's responsible for the robotic arm of the Perseverance rover. I think that's the one that just put that joint on the moon. Not the moon, on Mars. So she's the first ever Spanish language. Excuse me. I got too hyped. Well, yeah, she broke a lot of records. So no disrespect, but Diana Trujillo, big ups to her. For my community moment, I don't know why I just had it sitting here. No, you just did, because you did community moment, right? That was what you just did.
Yeah, it was a community moment, yeah.
Hold on. Yo, meanwhile, man, y'all did a great job, man. I'm glad everybody watched the sequel because, everybody was kind of cringing when we saw the sequel was coming out. You know what I mean? 33 years later. I know a lot of people was kind of scared. I was one of them. I didn't want, what sequels, I didn't want sequels to do what sequels do. And that's oftentimes be such a bad rendition that you hate it. But shout out to everybody for giving it a chance. 1, 2 for spreading good positive reviews about it, even though some people really didn't like it. And then man, it just felt like a barbecue cookout, man. It felt like a real cookout. I mean, shout out to all the folks on Facebook that came in and wasn't ashamed to say they didn't know who some of the actors were in the barbershop scene, and that we had to educate them and school them. Pledge, do you know which characters in the barbershop scene was played by Eddie Murphy? Sorry, I got to ask this because I ain't never asked Pledge.
Yes, I do. The old light-skinned man, the aha with the suit.
So the Jewish guy, okay.
Jewish guy, yes. And then the main barber who got the brownstone that's worth $10 million. That's Eddie.
Yeah.
I want to say that's it. Is the one I know that the tall one that's always eating, that's Arsenio.
Yeah.
Is the other one that don't ever cut nobody's hair? Is he Eddie too?
No, it's Eddie's cousin. His name Clint Smith.
Oh, okay.
It's just
So it's just those two. Okay,
yeah,
so I got it. Then.
He played one more though. It's one more.
In the barbershop?
Well, the only time we saw him was when Hakeem was in there. So I was joking with people about that. But no, that was it. Them the only 2 barbers he played. He played them 2, and the old Jewish man. Yeah, man. Can you believe like tons of people didn't know that?
Oh wow!
Like I'm not talking like 1, 2 people. Oprah didn't know. See, that's how you know Oprah don't care about us. You see what I'm talking about? Oprah didn't even know. What you talking about? Eddie Murphy.
She's busy making moves, man.
She saw both
making
of the
moves
movies.
to break down.
She saw both of the movies. Man, y'all gonna stop cutting Oprah some slack. Oprah don't care about y'all black people. Don't fall for it. Anyway,
you gonna get the show canceled, man.
Listen, bro. My people gonna fight for me, dog. Georgia,
you gonna be
DeKalb
County. Gonna be the most Monique of Facebook, man.
we might look the same
show
from
canceled.
the back.
Hope y'all enjoyed the first 50.
We're gonna make it to 65 before she find out. But I want to shout out the county I'm currently living in, DeKalb County, Georgia. In Stonecrest, they building up a strip mall that they've named Black Wall Street. It flat out says Black Wall Street. It's black and minority-owned businesses situated in Stonecrest, Georgia. If you guys ever get a chance to come up, you'll see it. The reason it's noteworthy is because they flat out named it Black Wall Street. That was funny. I saw some of the comments on Facebook. Some of the more conservative folk complaining about how they felt like, oh, so you don't want white people shopping at your businesses? It's like, no, that's not what we said. It's just the name of it. No. Well, what if we call something White Wall Street? It's like, shut up. Y'all always complaining about something. Anyway, this ain't that show for that today. So shout out to the coalition that got that started, got that built, and had the gumption to put that on the top of a building. That was hilarious to me. So that's my community moment for the day. All right, man, let's get into it. We didn't even change the graphic. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole show, every episode, especially this one, it's all about coming to. Y'all say, you seen he did that? Did you notice? Did you catch that?
Yes, they used the number 2.
Oh. Now, why am I more hyped about the show? This was your idea, though. I don't know if y'all know the history of the show. I am hyped, man. Pledge had the idea to do a podcast, and I was like, bet. So I was like, what you want to call it? So Pledge was like, wait, time out. Dog, you see how they like prominently displayed Mighty Shark? Did y'all know that's where the name of the show came from? People in the audience. The name of our show, the entire show, is based on the characters in the barbershop. Everything that we do, talking loud, laughing, conspiracy theories, whatever. It's based on the characters in the barbershop, all the barbers, right? And so the show's name was originally Mighty Sharp, just like the name of the barbershop. And that's where the show name came from. So somebody tried to sue us, take the name, like some beaches, and we had to change it to that'll be $8, which is the cost of what. As a matter of fact, wait, hold on. Let's ask the people in the audience. Let's see what they got. Everybody watching, what cost $8 in the movie Coming to America? What was going on that the lead barber in the barbershop said that'll be $8? Does anybody know? We'll give y'all time to think on that. Oh, Lord. People saying they ain't watch it yet.
I mean, that happened in the original one, so.
I'm saying, right now, for everybody that hasn't seen the sequel, we're not going to get into that yet. Right now, we're just going to talk about the first one. So can anybody tell us where we got the name from? What scene in the first one gave us the name? For that to be $8.
I think we got somebody, the King haircut.
Yeah, that was it. That's when the King got his princely lock cut.
It wasn't even a haircut, though. I mean, it was just a snip.
That was a haircut. My dog, you see, but it worked. You see it worked, right? You know what I mean? He got the wife he wanted. You know what I mean? Come on now.
I mean, he was willing to get a jerry curl, though, for a girl.
He thought that's what he had to do, man. Hey, people in the audience listening, anybody ever just change their whole style up, pretend to be a different person just in the name of getting the person you love or getting somebody's attention? Players, you ever did that? How you did? Tell us the time you did that. When you had to just switch your whole style of game up to get a young lady's attention.
Switch up? Nah, but I definitely made sure there were some times where I was like, this is important in occasion. Let me make sure I get a fresh cut.
Come on,
and look nice and presentable to gain the attention of a certain young lady.
So you ain't never switch your whole lane. You move up to get the attention of a young lady. You ain't never go like, oh, this what she like. Let me pretend that I'm hip with that. You know what I mean?
All right. Story time, right?
Okay.
Story time. Freshman year.
High school or college?
College.
Okay.
College. I think this might have been like one of the first times you went home back to Orlando with me, right?
I know what you mean.
So, I went and got two things. I went and got two things when I went back home. I went and got a suit because a dance was coming up. I forget what dance was coming up, but I had to go home and get a tan suit because the dance was coming up, and I knew a certain young lady would be at that dance, and she was at the dance, and so that's going through some lists. If you go all the way back to the crib to pick up a suit for somebody,
yeah,
that's going through some lists. And then also on that trip, I went and got it was like Vince Carter's were very popular at the time. The Vince Carter shoes were very popular at the time. So I think we made a trip by the Nike outlet, and I picked up a fresh new pair of Vince Carters. Mm-hmm. And I was telling my son this story a couple weeks ago of how, those Vince Carter shoes caught the attention of a certain young lady who now happens to be my wife. So.
Good job.
Yeah,
Good job.
I don't keep this nice shoe collection for no reason.
You know what I'm saying? What they at? They back there on the wall? The shoe that got your wife?
I gotta get them. I saw them, and I was like, that would be a perfect addition to the wall, is for me to get the shoes that pulled her. They were the Vince Carter, the zip-up edition of the shocks.
I don't remember them.
They were black. They were black and like a little bit of red. And yeah, they had to zip up or whatever. So, but yeah, I remember the shoes. I remember the suit. I remember going to Orlando to pick everything up. So yeah. So we do go through some lengths when we try to
get the attention
gain
of
attention.
lady.
Yes.
Well, mine had something specific to do with hairstyles. This was sophomore year in college. As many of you know that knew me in undergrad, I always kept a do-rag on unless I was going to church. or they had a meeting with a professor, that type of thing. But I always kept a do-rag on. Despite the hairstyle that you guys see today, I used to have waves. I used to have a shortcut. Players can vouch for you, boy. I had the 360 joints. They was everywhere. I took them off. People got seasick. I had to put them back on because I didn't want to keep getting sued. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to keep it on. But this one particular young lady that was in African-American history from 1865, until 1865, we had Professor Gertie. I don't know if you remember that, but we was in BEH. No, that was a Cooper Hall. And so, yeah. This particular tall drink of water, caught my attention. And we started hanging out because, we had to study together, and she thought your boy was pretty smart. So, this one time being smart got me some play. But then I found out she was dating one of our older homeboys that we used to play ball with in the gym. He was an older cat, had paper, whatever. So I was like, dang, I can't win if I'm out here doing my bedroom pajamas routine. Because if y'all don't know, I kept a do-rag on, a hoodie, and some sweats. Never changed.
Yeah.
It's all I
straight out of Pinot.
That's it. That's all the Pinot. That's all it said.
Straight out of Pinot, that sweater. Yeah. And some,
still got it, bro.
Yes. That's what you wore every day.
Every day. Every single day. Every single day. Again, unless I went to church or had a meeting with somebody important, right? So I was like, you know what? I got a little swag. You know what I mean? I know people don't see it too often. But your boy can throw something together a little bit and be, a little presentable. Make my mama proud. So one day we had class, and before class, I was like, you know what? I'm going to step out a little bit. I took the do-rag off, and I put on the outfit, and I went to class. Whole class went by. She ain't say nothing to me. She ain't talk to me. But, I had a regular day at class. And on the way out, I tapped on the arm on the way out. And she was like, oh, my God. B, I ain't see you here today. I was like, yeah, I was sitting. She's like, that's why I ain't see you. You took your do-rag off. So, she didn't recognize me without the do-rag. So I guess it didn't work. But she, she did think my hair was nice. She did think I looked nice. But she didn't dump the guy that was dogging her out, only coming to see her after the nightclub. But anyway, let that be a lesson to all y'all. Yeah, I know you. Her dad was basketball coach, remember that?
I think still might be a basketball coach.
Yeah, brother got drafted by the Celtics for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let that be a lesson to everybody. Ain't no woman never gave no man no loving because it happened. I did all that. I went against my whole G code. Still ain't get nothing. Got nothing. So, you know what I mean? Don't switch it up. Let me y'all stop hating in the comments, man. Listen, bro, my hair was nice.
I admit, you did have a nice wave there.
Appreciate you, brother. But your boy went bald. Oh, if anybody knows, is wondering, wearing do-rags apparently isn't a good thing. Well, wearing them as much as I wore. So, I used to take them off. Remember I used to take them off to take a shower every night, wash my hair, put it back on?
Yes.
Anyway. Yeah, man. That's the origin of the show, y'all. The show comes from the movie, from the barbershop, specifically from them scenes where we was talking junk. Chris, I can't show you nothing now. I'm bald. I ain't got nothing.
Chris will remember. She had a front row seat to the game.
She
you know what I'm saying?
She did.
She had a front row seat to the game.
Listen, Waleed said he lied and told somebody he was on the basketball team. What that was, high school? Memphis Bleak B. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Listen, Joker had like 2-3 on, but kept the black one on. Hey, man. What else? Anyway, let's go, man. Let's get to it. All right. How did you feel while watching the movie? Not about, you ain't got to critique it yet, but just what'd you feel? Did you feel it in your chest? Was you excited? Were you disappointed?
I felt like it was like a reunion almost. Like it was just everybody getting back together, cutting up, because they had made some amazing over 30 years ago.
Right.
That's kind of the approach I took to it. I don't think, this is not a slight, but I don't think anybody took it too seriously. I just think it was a chance for, hey, man, we made something that everybody rocked with and loved or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get back together and have fun again. That's the mode that I felt like the movie was in, really.
Dang. Man, to be honest with you, man, I was ecstatic. I don't know if I had like a proud homeboy or proud dad moment, but I just felt like it was just a big party. Like I was just like every time somebody showed up on the scene, I was just like, oh snap! They brought him back, or they brought her back, or they did that. So I was really geeked up about it, man. I hate I had to watch it the way I did. Meaning
at the crib?
Well, not even, they had to do it solo. Couldn't make a big to do out of it, and it would have been cool to kind of have like a little watch party, like we used to do back at the crib. So did you and the whole fam watch it, or?
Me and the wife watched it.
Dang. So I'm thinking like, man, this would have been dope. Let me ask this: you gonna watch it again?
Yeah, I'll definitely watch it again. I actually want to watch. I was planning to watch the original one first and then watch the new one again, but due to a lot that was going on this weekend, I wasn't able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I will watch number 2 again, just because. I felt like they introduced so many different things or whatever. It almost felt like it was a little bit rushed because they were like, let's get this in, let's get this in, let's get this in, let's get this in.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. As I said, I wasn't like trying to be like a movie reviewer on it. As I said, it was just a feel good, getting the gang back together. And as I said, I was impressed at how they were able to get everybody that was in the old movie in the new movie, and then also add some new people who made it even better. So I think it was well done if if you're not too critical on the story and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yo, Ham, I saw that you asked in response to us saying everybody brought everybody back. Nah, Lisa McDowell's sister didn't pass away. She apparently was involved in another TV show, and so everybody's thinking maybe she was too busy to get back. And so there's that. And they said Daryl, the Prince of Soul Glow, didn't come back because the sister didn't come back. So that was that. But yeah, man.
But it would have been nice to see how Soul Glow, has
changed or whatever.
How they made it out of the Jericho era. Were they able to pivot and go to some different product lines?
Okay.
Once the Jericho era
so let's do this.
Is over now.
What y'all think Soul Glow selling now?
Is there still a strong need for Soul Glow?
You think they went out of business because 2020 we started getting real woke and talk about we don't need no more products in our hair, no more crack? What y'all think, sister? Y'all think the perm, everybody running away from the processed hairdos, put Soul Glow out of business? Crystal said she wanted a Soul Glow scene. Nah, man, Drell Patrice wasn't in the film, man. But again, it's something about the scheduling conflict. That's the rumor. She is working on a new TV show right now, so a lot of people think that's why she didn't make it. But yeah, Kid Drell said he think they could have made some Soul Glow sponges. The sponges everybody put in their hair to keep their hair curly.
No doubt. Soul Glow infused sponge.
Cornica said they went out of business because of Gorilla Glue.
Oh man!
You ain't hear about the Gorilla Glue story with the girl putting it in?
I heard about the Gorilla Glue story. That's crazy.
You think that's what's messed up?
Imagine if they would have gotten the sponsorship for the movie Gorilla Glue.
Listen, man, my sister Crystal saying perms are old. That's why they went out of style because nobody can get perms no more. Oh, they selling beer, oil, and washes now. Okay.
Oh man.
Hey, they came to the game a little too late. Scott Porter got to beat out Costello. But I tell you what, I wonder what happened to him, man. That'd be real funny. We should do a skit on that. You should have figured out why they went out of business and why they didn't have no money.
Yes.
Well, how you think So for those of us that didn't see it, McDowell's got a second location, and it's in Zamunda. And my dog, the incomparable Cleo McDowell, you know what I mean? The venerable, the honorable, the majestic, the ever wise, added the McFlurry to the menu. Now let me ask this: what you think they got in their McFlurries?
In Zamunda?
Yeah. Well, just now that it's on the menu itself.
Hey, natural juices and berries.
What
else you gonna put in there? All natural juices and berries.
God, no, y'all gonna kill me today, boy.
It's only right.
Hey, y'all think they put natural juices and berries at the bottom of the McFlurbies?
It's only right, man.
Yo,
it's only right.
McDowell said we had to grow the my dog. I can't even remember Louis
after franchise.
Listen, I was so blowed when they showed the McFlurry, bro. Let me see this. What you thought was the funniest moment? Like, what was everybody's funniest moment? What was the thing that got the biggest laugh from you?
The biggest laugh.
You see, Raymond said the throwback scene to when they went to the nightclub and they showed Leslie Jones and she was standing at the bar. So
yeah. Leslie Jones was funny. She was real funny. Yeah, I thought she did a real good job.
Listen, y'all, it's gonna be mad spoiler alerts in here, so sorry to anybody that hasn't seen it yet, but it's gonna make you laugh.
I mean, I thought the barbershop scenes were the funniest. I thought them going back to the barbershop, I thought that was one of the closest things to the original movies, is just that, how those cats interact with each other.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. I'm trying to think.
Or maybe I just have a strong affinity for barbershops.
I wonder why. Let me see what I thought was the funniest. I don't know, man. I was just so happy. I don't even remember actually laughing. I was smiling the whole time, bro. I was just like, yay, go, woo. But the McFlurry did take me out. McFlurry did make me laugh. Let me see. It might be the McFlurry, because I was just like, these cats ain't stopping. Maybe the church house where they went to get married at. That was at the storefront.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad. I was like, this cat ain't got no. Oh, the fact that he ain't had no shoes and pants on.
Yeah, he just had some black socks on.
Yeah, I was like, this cat ain't got no pants on. I was like, what you doing, dude? That tripped me out. I thought that was pretty funny.
What's the pastor's name? I forget what's the pastor's name?
I can't remember.
Because Randy Watson said, you said that was my pastor since I was a little boy.
Does anybody remember the reverend name, the good reverend? The good reverend? Does anybody remember the reverend's name? Yo, how blowed were you when they were saying that the pastor was sexist? And they kept making sure to put that in there every time. Like when they mentioned him, he was a sexist drug addict.
Yes.
Did you know he was a drug addict? I didn't know he was a drug addict.
I did not know he was a drug addict. But, I mean, back in the 80s, when your nose was always running, it was like people automatically, he had to keep that handkerchief with him. So now I see it like, yeah, you had the handkerchief because you always wiping your nose because you crack at it.
You had to have it.
Makes sense nowadays.
Yo, I just saw somebody mention two events. Yo, the twins, you saw when they brought the twins back? I was like, oh, man.
Yes.
They really brought the twins back. And you know what? I tell you what. Morgan Freeman's speech at the funeral, that caught me off guard. I was like, what? All the stuff they were saying that happened as a result of Jaffe Joffer passing away, until what people stopped having sex. I was like, what?
Yeah, man.
What did you think was the coolest reference to the first one. I see Cornica talking about how the queen to be in the first one was still barking like a dog after 30 years.
Yes.
I did think it was a pretty funny reference.
And then what did they say that the Hakeem had like released her from Wesley Snipes was like, you know, thanking Eddie for releasing her from
like
her
finally letting her
from
be
being
out.
a dog. Yeah, for 30 years.
How about Babar?
Reverend Brown.
Dog?
Oh, Reverend Brown.
That was named Reverend
was
Brown?
his name.
Reverend Brown. Thank you,
Appreciate that, Ray. Appreciate that, Ray.
Reverend Brown.
Reverend Brown. Been my pastor since I was a little boy. And then Randy tried to kiss him, and then
was like,
pastor had to wipe it off.
What you doing, man? Move, Joker. Now, it's 2021, so it's nothing wrong with being. Do you think Randy Watson was just overly affectionate, or was he trying to hint at him having an alternative lifestyle for the 80s?
Nah, man. It was all love with Randy and Rev Brown, man. He was just, I mean, his name, the name of his band was Sexual Chocolate. So I mean, he a little aggressive with it, man. So
hey, let me see. You saw that Randy had the whole band back. I was like, this cat got the whole band for real.
Man, and I had forgotten about Randy until Tracy Morgan had said, "All right, I'm bringing one more."
Yeah, that's the first time it popped.
And I was like, it's got to be Randy Watson. I was like, that's the only person that hadn't been brought back yet. Was Randy. So.
That was the first thought. I was like, oh man, I forgot about Randy.
Yeah.
What else? Let me ask this: who do you think that was playing the witch doctor?
I don't know, man. That was kind of weird. Like, I don't know where that came from or like what inspired that, but that was a little weird to me.
It was just a plot device.
And I don't know.
They found out about the song.
Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know who was playing that role.
I mean, it's only one or two people. Who y'all think? Y'all saw the witch doctor? That was the advisor to Jaffa Joffer. Jason said he think it's Arsenio Hall. I was really trying to figure out if it was Arsenio or Eddie.
It looked more like Arsenio, but it was like short though. Arsenio's a tall cat, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean it was just CGI, but I was trying to figure out because they made his face look longer. I was thinking maybe it was Eddie. I didn't look at the credits or anything, so so we got 2 votes for Arsenio.
I gotta look into that.
Right.
We had somebody saying that they should have brought back Samuel L.
But what was he gonna do though?
I don't know. Rob the barbershop. I don't know.
Rob the barbershop? Because he wasn't coming to Zamunda.
Nah, he wasn't coming on
right.
Zamunda.
He probably been in jail the whole time because he robbed the shop 3 times. he robbed him 3 times, so he probably locked away for the rest of his natural life. He was like 50 back then, so he probably died. Let me see. Okay. Which ritual would you have skipped out on in trying to become the prince? So you had to learn the history lesson. So you had to know the whole history of the country, when the leadership. You had the.
I'm down for that. That's not a problem.
You had to, go through etiquette classes. So that's dressing up, walking a certain way. You had the whiskers off the lion, and then you had the pride test where you had to sacrifice your manhood. I feel like I'm missing one. We had to sacrifice your manhood. What was the last one? And you had to marry the wife that they chose for you. Those are the 5 things you had to do.
Which one would I skip out on?
Yeah, like which one? Assuming you're like, man, I can't do it because I can't do this one particular ritual. Which one would you skip out on?
I mean, after knowing the results of the pride test, it's not that bad, but going into it, that would be the worst. The pride test, that or the whiskers.
The whiskers?
Yeah.
What about marrying the woman that they pick for you? I feel like that would have been the toughest to do because it would have took the biggest commitment.
Yeah, but you see, your boy skated out of that though.
I'm just saying, like, but before you knew you could skip out on it, you didn't know you could skip on any of it, right? And so those six things, I mean, what? 5 things. Well, yeah, man. Jason said he would have forgot about the pride test, wouldn't have gotten to the pride test since the Lion Whiskers before it. So I guess he would skip out on that. I figured, this is what I was thinking when I saw the lion test. Granted, I was scared, but I was like, yo, if this is a ritual and everybody else has done it, that means there's got to be like some kind of mental trickeration going on to help you beat the thing. So I was like, I'd be scared, but it's got to be like a way you can psych the lion out and get the whiskers. And I was thinking maybe it didn't have to be literal whiskers or something. So I knew that was scary, but I didn't think that would be the one I would skip. The pride test and marrying the chick that they picked for me, I don't know which one would have got me first. Because he found out about his wife before he had to do any of the initiations. So, and she was kind of, she was bad now. Whew. Could you do that, Doug? Could you be married to somebody like that?
Somebody I never met before?
No, not even that. Somebody that just literally is it's just weird, like kind of like a servant. Initially.
Who was born and raised to meet the needs of a king or a prince?
Yeah, that don't, or is that an American thing? Am I thinking like an American by saying I don't know if I could have did it?
I don't know. You're the prince or the king, so if you don't like it, you just change it. So
it's that simple, huh?
That's simple.
Because when Aeolion met Jaffa Joffre, she was terrified. Yeah. See, well, y'all. I be watching. I be memorizing stuff.
Oh yeah. So what Chris was saying, coming to America was the inspiration behind Married at First Sight.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying.
What? Married?
Yes.
In what way?
Huh?
You talking about the TV show?
Yes, Married at First Sight, the TV show. It's very popular right now, right?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be watching season 12 with the black people on there making us look bad, but this ain't the show for that.
I don't watch it, but I know it's very popular because I hear a lot of references to it.
Okay.
And so that is pretty much Married at First Sight. But the difference between this and between marrying somebody who's been born and raised to, serve you or whatever, is that Married at First Sight, you don't know who you're getting, but at least a person has kind of already built in for you to, it's already built in for them to, kind of built to be with you.
Well, from what I'm understanding, Prince Hakeem knew what it was going to be from day one, right? So through and through, he knew exactly what was going to happen, and he still couldn't do it. Then you got a cat that done lived 30 years of his life without ever having been in any royal etiquette training, was expected to do the same thing. I'm just saying that must be like really difficult, dog. Because the king had been trained his whole life. He did all the other tests, but then the final thing was just to marry this beautiful black woman that was, raised to serve you in a manner, and you still couldn't do it. So that must be the toughest thing, brother. That must be the toughest thing.
Yeah. Because that was the only drawback of his 21st birthday, because he knew that was going to happen.
He couldn't do it. He's like, I can't do it, pops. I don't know, man. What y'all say, audience? Y'all think y'all could do an arranged marriage? You guys think you can do an arranged marriage? Not married at first sight, but arranged marriages, which means, there's an agreement with people in your family that you should marry this person when you are of marrying age. Let's see. What else we got? I don't know. Well, any other thing like stuck out to you?
I mean, as I said, I just thought it was a feel good movie all the way through. As I said, it was
Yeah.
almost like a family reunion of everybody coming back. So I enjoyed it. As I said, the story wasn't all the way there. As I said, I think it was they were trying to get a lot of different things into it, and so it felt a little bit rushed. But as I said, it was going into it with the right mindset or whatever. It was thoroughly enjoyable. So
Crystal said that's what's wrong with us Americans. She talking about arrange her. Oh yeah, you are married. You can't get arranged no more. Let's see. Kwanika said the king was able because he was still keeping it doing his own thing, anyways. Yeah. What? Wait. As in, you thought he was cheating? The king didn't cheat on anybody. He just was enjoying the bathers that had been a part of 100-year-long tradition. Yo,
yes,
the royal bathers. They got better looking. I was like, I saw the royal bathers that was coming to take care of old boy, and I was like, oh. Yo, I'd have been nervous too. I was like, y'all,
yes.
y'all kind of sturdy, ain't you? Y'all look like y'all was wrestling, not bathing. Golly, boy.
And then Leslie Jones, she had her
own
personal
royal
bather as
bather.
well.
Listen, man.
Yeah, so
That was nice of them to throw the ladies some fan service, man. Ladies, what y'all thought about the royal bather that was taking care of Leslie Jones? What y'all thought about the royal bathers that was taking care of Leslie Jones? She should have had more than one? Should have had only one? How was he able to do his job when it required his extremities that would be associated with the other royal bathers?
that's how you know he's a professional.
You know what?
He's a professional at the job.
That's us Americans. We don't know. We don't know how to.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We not qualified for that position.
When we go back to the motherland, I guess they'll teach us that kind of thing, huh? It sounds like we need to make a trip. How about the shout outs and the references to Wakanda in it? I thought one funny line though, kind of was like, ooh, he shouldn't have said that, but it was still funny. When he told Arsenio Hall, when the prince told Arsenio Hall's character that he looked like a slave from the future.
Oh yeah.
I was
Yes.
like, dang. Somebody, you like an American pimp. You like a slave from the future.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh Lord, they talking about the world bathing name should have been Mr. Clean.
Oh wow.
Wonder why. But anyway, I don't know, man. What you got anything else, man? I ain't really got much. I didn't want to get into like critiquing everything. I saw a lot of mixed reviews, but those were people that I guess went into it looking for something wrong for it, something to be wrong with it, expecting it to be as funny and as nostalgic as the first one, and I think that set everybody up for failure. I know me personally, I tried to avoid all previews, all trailers, because I didn't want to have any preconceived notions.
Yeah, I was in the same boat. I didn't read anything going into it at all
Yeah.
about what was going to happen or the numbers. I did see some reviews today, and I think like it was kind of bad the way it was reviewed. But as I said, I think if people, and if anything, it gives you even a greater appreciation for the first movie.
Right.
Because I think it shows you that what they put together in the first movie cannot be repeated or done again because that's how special it was.
Yeah.
And so I think that's one reason why, it took so long for them to even attempt to do a second movie or, even try to do it because the first one was that special to us. So if anything, it gives me even greater appreciation for it because it proves that it can't be done.
Yeah. I'm really critical of art that's offered up to the world, and I enjoyed it, man. I saw a couple things that I thought it made me wince a little bit, but I was cool with it. Like Wesley having a drum line, I was like, oh, but then I was like, Wesley Snipes was so cool. I was like, man, I kind of miss Wesley Snipes, man. I just think that was a really cool cat when I was a little kid, man.
You know what's crazy?
What was that?
The first thing I thought of was the people that were storming the Capitol. Like when I saw
No.
that scene, that's what I was like.
Because there was the villains. Anybody that didn't know, Wesley Snipes was the villain in the movie. So rightfully
Yeah,
so,
I was-
actually, rightfully
I
so.
was like, man, I was like, they gonna start the movie off with a storm the Capitol moment. Like, I was like, they done dug deep for this one. I'm saying.
Listen, bro. I was like, man, what is this cat doing, man? He coming there walking all sideways and stuff with a little side step, coming there bringing nothing but trouble. With Michael Blackson coming there yelling. Oh, man, somebody brought up Oha, man. I think I might have said Oha name like 20 times while I was watching. I just kept screaming, Oha!
Yes.
That cat there was something else. Would you feeling the remix to his OG song, though?
The one at the end by
when he had to introduce
no.
Tiana Taylor. Like, did you like the Queen to Be remix? I ain't really like it.
I wasn't really feeling it. And then I don't know if you remember at the end. I don't know if you stayed for it at the end, but John Legend sung a rendition of it as the credits were rolling.
I ain't like that either.
The original was still the winner.
That thing is hilarious, though, boy.
Yes.
Does anybody actually know the lyrics to Queen to Be outside of She's Your Queen to Be? What's the funniest line that y'all got from Queen to Be? Oh, yes. Yo, the bride's dress at the end. Lord have mercy. That thing was special.
Well, it was kind of similar to the one that to the original wedding, to where it was like really long and flowing. The only difference is that this one was red and the original was white.
I don't remember being that impressed by the white one though.
It filled the whole like hall that they were walking down or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think that was kind of both. I think that was kind of symbolic. And I don't know if you guys remember. I don't know if you guys picked it up, but when they were singing that "We Are Family," did you hear what they were saying?
What?
They were saying, "We are family. I got sexual chocolate with me." Did you pick that up?
No, I didn't pick it up. I was too busy laughing at the silly butt.
They said, yeah.
Listen, man.
Yeah, but "Free from Infection." Shout out to Quiniqua. "Free from
the funniest
Infection."
line for you?
That is the funniest line from
Queen to Be.
From Queen to Be. So shout out to that. That is, he's spot on with that.
You ain't like to be used at your discretion. I was
Hey,
like, what?
If you ain't free from infection,
You can't
be using my discretion. No, man. You gotta be free from infection.
My dog was like, to be used at your discretion. I was like, what?
Nah, hey.
What is wrong with you, man?
Hey, if you ain't free from infection, ain't no discretion.
I was like, what's wrong with Eddie Murphy, man? Hey, man. I can keep watching that movie day in and day out and still keep laughing like it's the first time. To Quench Your Royal Fire. That was another one, too.
Yes.
No, it didn't sound right. Quiniqua with John Legend sang it. I wasn't feeling it. He was being serious. I didn't want to be serious. I need Oha to get back up there and do it again. But yeah, man, it was a good time, man. I hope everybody do what we can to get this pandemic stuff over with. Maybe we can enjoy it as a group sometime in the summer, somehow, shape, or form. So,
For sure.
man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. This felt like a little celebration for real, man. I hope everybody.
Oh yeah, man.
Had a good time. I certainly laughed a lot. Appreciate y'all for jumping in here and goofing off with us.
Yes.
If you guys get a chance, since Atlanta ain't never closed during the pandemic, the designer of the costumes, the royal costumes, she has an exhibit here in Atlanta that's going to go until September. So summertime, everything's changed. You guys come on up and see some of her gowns and costumes. She's also the costume designer for the Black Panther film. So,
and she won an Oscar for won an Oscar for her designs in the Black Panther film. So I was reading that to where the designer, she was in both of them, and she's probably going to win another one for this movie because all the fashions were on point. So
yeah, her name is Ruth E. Carter, not Ruthie, but Ruth space E. Carter. And yeah, check her out, man. I know a lot of people into fashion. That'd be something cool to look into. To look at her talk about how the designs were made. Yeah, Ruth, R-U-T-H. And she's at SCAD's Fashion and Film Museum with an installation now. Again, it's in Atlanta. We ain't got no sense up here when it comes to pandemic stuff. So, you know, if you guys are concerned about that in any way, shape, or form, it does go until September. So, you know, you don't have to, you know, rush or feel pressured to get up here ASAP. So, there's that. Shout out to Rick Ross for letting him use his house. That opening shot, guys, of the castle and the kingdom, that's Rick Ross's house. That's his actual house. So shout out to him for letting him use his house.
He had a small cameo appearance as well.
He did a good job. Thought that was funny. That was a surprise.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw somebody said in the comments, man, it was nice to see that they had the complexion nuance that they had in the movie, and that'd be something we could probably talk about later, like do a deep dive into the film. But that was pretty cool. Eddie Murphy's actual daughter, real life daughter, was in the film. She was the one that wore the glasses. The second daughter, not the oldest, but the second one. That's his real life daughter. So I thought that was cool. It just felt good. It just felt like a good time.
A good feeling, definitely.
Yeah, so
definitely. It's all about your perspective on everything.
Yeah.
And you know, if you went in it as a way to celebrate and appreciate what I consider to be the greatest movie of all time, that was my mindset. It's just appreciate the work that these cats did, let them have a good time, you know, one more time together.
Yeah.
And that's what it was this weekend. So
it took a lot of me not to get sad because I was like, oh man, Eddie's aging, like Eddie's slowing down, man. But yeah, man, that's probably my top 2 favorite movies. It's definitely my favorite comedy, but Eddie's my favorite comedian. So I had a good time, man. So hopefully everybody else had a good time. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Thank you for joining us, man. We had a good time today. It was deep. You know what I mean? So if anybody feels like listening to this later or sharing it with somebody they know that might enjoy it, tell them we didn't bash the film. We just want to have a good time celebrating it. There are some spoilers in this episode, but there aren't any that are extremely critical to the movie. And share this with somebody you think might love it as much as we do. Don't forget, the name That'll Be $8 comes from the barbershop scene in the first film. This entire show is dedicated to the barbershop crew. Player just a little old Jewish white man, and I'm the oldest. No. But yeah, man, just tell people you know, man, and hopefully we'll see y'all back next week.
Hey, man, want to make sure that we shout out where people can hear this. You can go to YouTube channel on Apple, Spotify. What's the other platforms?
SoundCloud, Apple, Stitcher, Pocket Radio.
Yeah. So if you can't catch us live, you can catch us pretty much every week on one of those 2 platforms. If you do want to catch us live, we typically film on Sundays at 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We had a couple people ask about the time change. We changed the time this second time because we don't want to compete with football season, and so that was the reason we switched the first time. But our original show time was always 2 p.m. But in out of respect for people that watch sports, we pushed it back. We pushed it up to 12, and so it'll be like this until next football season. Also, we are definitely listening to your suggestions and concerns about ways to take the show to the another level. That's right, I said the another level. We working on those. We got some stuff in the works. We do want to continue to grow. We are having a good time. Hopefully you guys are too. So if you have more suggestions, keep them coming. We'll try our best to incorporate them, but we are definitely listening. And hey, man, we're having a good time, man. It was a nice little 50 episodes. Yeah. Hopefully we can get to 100 or 95 by the end of the year. And hopefully y'all will be with us still.
We want to say thank you to all the people who have been loyal to the show week in and week out, listening, interacting with us. Without you guys, the show wouldn't be half as interesting. So thank you guys for rocking with us. Me personally, I want to give a shout out to B. B is the person who carries the show week in and week out. All the cool graphics that you see, all the video, all the production, all that's on him. So I want to say thank you to him for carrying that load week in and week out. We've added things to the show, as we've gone on, and it only continues to get better. Yeah. And that's all because of his work and effort. So I appreciate you, man, for putting all this together and just giving us a platform to kind of let loose and
cut up, man.
Get all of our thoughts, opinions, and emotions out on a weekly basis, man. So big up to you, man.
Appreciate it. Hey, man, y'all come on back. We'll see y'all next week. We're going to take y'all out with some classic fire. You know what I mean? I don't want y'all to miss out just in case y'all missed it this week. So, at the start of the show. Go ahead and let y'all play y'all out with some of the OG. You know what I mean? One of the title sponsors in this piece. So, we'll see y'all soon, man. Have a good weekend.
Right. Peace. God bless.